let's just start recording before I forget to record. So, excuse me. You know. I don't really know. Why via? I'll give you 1 second. Okay, we're back. I don't understand. Why? What was he trying to get of all people? Like, excuse me. Babcock as a coach. Well, we already know. Well, you know what happened in Columbus. But, you know. It's insane. Frank Strelly tweeted, I'm just using this, this time to kill until after even watching the car highlights, but, excuse me, if Oilers collect to continue, excuse me, down the path for Mike Babcock. Sources say HOPA. Is to receive significant additional claims. Excuse me. For our own investigation of players who are not publicly reported in 2023. Those claims presented to NHL prior to his vaccination. That's a horrible response to it. Furthermore, sources indicate asked players does not ultimately was about Babcock's destination. Subsequent, excuse me, under allegation at point below Babcock's shop in Columbus. So, it's not for Rock Benson. So yeah, this is a disaster. It's just hilarious for even entertaining it. When Visual PA has all this on him that kept him from absolutely wanting to be a coach. Excuse me. It's just I don't understand what we're doing here. It's insane. How can I... Just crazy, man. I just really don't understand with our process of wanting to hire him. Like it's I'm just stalling because I don't know what to say about it. Excuse me. It's just crazy if ever could. Disintegrate. Excuse me. And apparently, for considering trading Darnell Nurse, I don't get that, but you know, it is what it is. I guess it would be best, but he's going to take that contract. I just don't get a lot of stuff Oilers front office will be doing. How like how a bot is the most active because I have it eats. I guess bot eat for me. I don't know. Anyways, I said I was going to cover Stanley Cup final. Here we are. Game 2 was fun. And not as crazy as game 3, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, but the goal scorers are Howden, Sekoven, Iskowski, Saw, and unfortunately Vegas won it. Oh, sorry. Stone. That's right. Jarvis scored for overtime winner. Speaking of game 4 where Vegas won in overtime. Okay, that was it for that. But anyways, looking at the game stats, Vegas has been ice cold. Excuse me, on power play. If it went over 4 game 2. In game 1, which I already you can't talk about much because it started when I was thinking with a podcast. They went over 3 over power play. Like I said, for power play, it's been ice cold. These playoffs or final. Excuse me. Whoops, I clicked on game 3 instead of game 2. I did. So yeah, it's been a fun. I like how we've had. I like how Vegas has won 5-4 twice. Once in Carolina, once home at Vegas. So. Anyways, let's move on to game 4 real quick. Sorry, game 3. And then last night was game 4. Game 4 went to double overtime. So game 3, wow. At one point, okay, so your goal scorers are Hurdle, Martyr. Yeah, after one period, it was 4-0 Vegas. No one scored of a second. Oh, sorry if I saw stuffed up because I am. And the third period, Martin Hook, Ben Halsey, install with Smeshkov. Then, as you heard, Shane Fear. Well, you didn't hear me say that because I was saying yes. Shane Theodore scored in excuse me, double overtime. I just think it's crazy that uh the Knights blew a 4-goal lead. Video. I don't. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, just I mean the Knights they went up overtime, but obviously the problem will be if you're a Vegas fan, which I think it's a few. I don't know if any watch me, especially when I talk about Vegas. I don't think they would watch me, but anyways, I think that'd be very concerning. Even though you wanted double overtime, I was a Vegas fan. Like it's just crazy. And we almost went to triple overtime. What up? And the game winning goal was the flukiest goal I've ever seen. We're gonna show it. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't have to cut it out on the like VOD. But mute this, turn it down. And just like all this. Oh, I should probably mute the site first. Haha. All this just for Vegas win. I mean, to be honest, Carolina probably deserve to win after going down 4-0, but what a I like how they just edit out I just like how they just edit out my commentary. Like, nope, that's not commentary for you. But we are a few minutes away from taking our break. I do. If you're able to consider subbing, but much rather you donate to a Trevor project. And we'll also be also put it on my like my social medias, like my Twitter, my Blue Sky for a donation link, so you can donate off camera. Because of World Cup, I'm going to be not streaming a lot this month in July and Mid Ohio Imp, but you know. So it's gonna be weird not playing Tornado First Aid. It should return probably next week, a little earlier because what time is next? I know it's Friday, Thursday, Friday for group stage. No, it's Friday, Thursday. So I guess we will be streaming a Tornado Thursday next week. Get back in the Virtual Dominator, dominate those guys. Excuse me. So I was laughing at one of suggested videos that came up on my YouTube feed. It said super to get stuck. It's a cat that gets stuck. Anyways, as a neutral, I've been really enjoying this Stanley Cup final. Now, if I was a Carolina fan, excuse me, or Vegas fan, I'd be hating it, especially after they blow a 4-goal lead. That's just crazy that we did that. So, but anyways, we're about to excuse me. Go on a commercial break if it will be talking about the IndyCar race. So it's probably extended highlights. Aha. But we are about to take an ad break. It's also a tip if you're able to help that way. Whoops. If you want to help. Okay, I don't understand how I haven't seen news ads in a while, and I have no. Oh well, but on Twitch. I'm just gonna. Wait. See you at the ad break. Excuse me. We have returned from the ad break, and it's now time to watch some IndyCar highlights.
Under the lights in Gateway, St. Louis, IndyCar is racing. We're green, we go. Palou leads. Kirkwood goes with him. Malukas gets edged out. But
Hello, Honda.
Stays second, David Malukas, and it's tidy and it's neat for everybody through 1 and 2.
Look at Felix Rosenqvist, pops to the high side there around the outside of Kyle Kirkwood. The track is clean, but Kirkwood able to defend.
Kirkwood's running in that dirty air of Malukas in front. That gave Felix the clean air up top, but he's going to cut back down to the inside. Not quite enough of a run as they're still 2 and 3 wide behind.
McLaren's fighting with the ECR, and look at that beautiful livery. It will look, I'm sure, familiar for those of you who've been watching IndyCar for some years. Scott McLaughlin in a throwback livery to Helio Castroneves' 2009 Indy 500 race winner.
Looks like a pretty big move to the outside coming from Rinus VeeKay. He's that white and green car at the back, and I think he's side by side now with Christian Lundgaard. That's a battle for 12th position. Thanks to Verizon, we look out the back of David Malukas.
So yeah, great race as usual. That's how one better race all season. I'm gonna be honest here.
Kirkwood tried to muscle Malukas into turn 1, try to push him high to try.
I still think Arlington and Indy 500 are tied for my favorite race of the season.
In that first lap, keep that second position.
Marcus Ericsson was taking a look at Scott Dixon as Will Power goes to put the move on Romain Grosjean around the outside, heading down into 1. We go on board with him now.
Corner. Goes at corner clear.
Lap
Nice
32.
battle though between Lundgaard, behind him Rinus VeeKay, behind VeeKay
No
is
positions
Rasmussen, then Power and
lost.
Select. And VeeKay tries to look around the outside. Oh, that's nicely done by Rinus VeeKay. Incredibly
I mean,
close.
we all thought it was gonna be a polo dominated race.
This will allow Christian Rasmussen to draw closer and maybe get a run onto the
But,
front
you know,
straightaway.
That's what we were talking about, that break in momentum. Sometimes knowing how to get past is as important as how to pull off passes here.
Rasmussen does such a beautiful job to just hang about a quarter to a half a car width high through 3 and 4. He did this at Milwaukee last year to get his first IndyCar win, and here he goes again.
Oh my, that's close. He's such a joy. He's such a joy to watch on an oval.
I don't think he is. I don't think Rasmussen, or as one of those YouTubers I watch, Thompson, who must have said, I mispronounced on purpose for the algorithm, but
split by just over a second in St. Louis.
This is the part of the tire stint where good
I don't think
cars
he's
do
that
great cars,
anything to watch. I think he makes
become
stupid
bad
moves
cars
that it's gonna get
as
someone
the
seriously
balance
hurt
shifts.
one day.
The tire advantage reveals
We
itself.
saw it
Lundgaard
at
and
Phoenix.
Ericsson looking very strong, arguably stronger than leader Alex Palou over these last 5 laps as they try to work their way through the lap traffic. Next car up the road for Palou, Stingray.
When he put himself to wall because he was trying to make it Will move on Will that was just gonna work with this MFF shirt. But
Not proving so easy to pass.
Yeah, it's proven to be a bit harder of a task.
You
for sure,
know.
but I think right now, Ericsson, this number 28 machine, just looks the best, the most comfortable.
You know,
You
it's
can see how
racing.
close he's able to run to
Man, I
Newgarden.
really
Much
was
closer
hoping
than
Marcus
Newgarden
was gonna
is.
win this race.
You might get him right here.
You heard his spotter Bob Perona say, "Work on your timing. You'll get him."
And he will get him. Up on the inside after Newgarden had a twitch coming onto that backstretch. Another twitch for Newgarden mid-corner.
Yes, I think Marcus Ericsson have the best car.
Teammate on teammate, and Malukas
Forget
was back
Aaron.
into third. But you're right, the guy on the move, as he has been from the start.
And it's
What
also
an
Le
evening
Mans
for
week,
Marcus
World
Ericsson.
Cup.
Top 10 places, and he's got
So
one to go if he wants to take the lead of this race. The
It's
fact
gonna be a
that
fun
Palou
month.
hasn't been able to clear the
It's already been a
lap
fun
cars in
month.
front, Not a great sign for him. The important thing right now for Ericsson and the 28 team is to stay in front of the balance of this race car as it evolves, as the track changes over the course of the night. Make those subtle adjustments to the tools in the car. Make those adjustments to tires and wings and pit
need
lane.
more
As
night
Palou
races.
still not able to get around Stingray.
You do not have to cede position to the leader. You are allowed to fight to remain on the
Here he
lead lap in
comes.
IndyCar, and that has opened the opportunity to Ericsson. And Ericsson sweeps into the lead. The 11th position made up tonight, and it's for P1 for Marcus.
Goat Ray, refuse to go to lap down.
Down in pit lane as some of the leaders are coming in.
Yeah, the pair of Penske's coming in. David Malukas, the first to his box, is going to be 4 tires of fuel. Has been pretty quiet on the radio. Newgarden also in his box has been saying he's been leaning too much on the right. We are a little loose on entry.
Watch right.
Race off pit lane for the 2.
Watch right.
He's gonna get it, but the race on the racetrack, still Ericsson. Look at this drag race. It looks like the 2 is gonna get it, but Jack, the 27's coming to you.
He is indeed, James. Caught up with Brian Hurton. I just asked him about the balance, how happy his driver was. He said he was suffering from just a little bit of everything. A driver's worst nightmare if you're a little loose in with a little understeer in the middle. That's a nice 27 stop there. Kevin.
All the way at the exit of pit lane, Alex Palou comes in.
I wonder how many boxes Love's go through.
Fell back a little bit. They're going to make a front wing adjustment. Have to go.
I know if you go for so many, pit boxes in NASCAR, you get penalty. I don't know if IndyCar has that rule. So if you watch a little NASCAR highlights later,
As you might suspect,
but
he wants no
we're gonna watch IndyCar highlights, and then I'm gonna make my World Cup bracket on the official FIFA challenge. I made one elsewhere, so I'm gonna use that one as a basis for mine.
But as we look for those who have stopped,
But anyways, this is a good race.
There's Palou. So we'll have to see where those three blend out on the back straightaway with Marcus Ericsson, who's just leaving the box. And that second stage pit limiter, there's Ericsson blending up. He is in front of Newgarden.
So Ericsson maintains
Go about
the advantage and has extended
20
the
seconds.
gap that he had over his rivals. Palou had a little bit of a bubble on pit lane.
Just remember, every first 2 minutes is just pre-show.
The issue in practice is clocking that right front. They lost maybe about half a second with the wing change. And Marcus Ericsson
I mean, it's a wing adjustment. If it's a wing change, you use a lot more time. I kill radios.
Got the toe from Nolan Siegel to try to take some of that speed and take the fight back to Marcus Ericsson.
I'm gonna need everywhere he goes to see his face meme from
Ericsson getting the toe from Ferrucci.
oh my gosh, I forget the name of it. First Spider-Man movie.
And Siegel's into the wall, and I wonder if Palou will get a penalty for that.
That was,
And I don't honestly probably should have got a penalty. We're being honest. We're looking at it.
I don't know what that was about.
No Way Home, Sunday, No Way Home. It's the meme I got it from. I don't.
Side by side.
I just want to know why Palou didn't get a avoidable contact penalty here.
Siegel says he left in the room, and you know what?
Not enough.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other, or all on Siegel.
Looking back at it, I still think this is Palou's fault. I don't know what Palou was doing there.
Ericsson takes us to green, and look at the start from Palou, immediately on the back of Joseph Newgarden, and we'll have a look.
Like I said, I think Ericsson have the best car,
Who takes advantage, and
but
makes a move for the lead, and they're
I don't.
very close,
I just
and
think he
they
got
make
unfortunate with the timing of the red flags.
certainly was the first thing, and Newgarden seems to be hanging on though, as Ericsson still leads the train into turn one. Side
Let's
by
look like
side,
Newgarden's car got better for cooler the track got.
Lucas, now on the gearbox of the 10 of Palou.
I mean, honestly, the track's gonna cool off with,
Side by side,
without
Joseph
the side of
Grosjean
baking
and
on it.
Schumacher. Lap traffic in the midst of
So.
race leading traffic.
Oh, excuse me.
Seeing Ericsson kind of forcing the issue as we see Rasmussen trying to go on the outside of, I think that's Rinus VK. And now Kirkwood looking on the inside of Dixon,
Honestly,
who made
if we
so
would
many
add to another
positions by
oval,
staying out a little bit
I like to see
longer,
maybe
getting into
Pocono,
the pits
now we have
just
an
before
arrow
the
screen.
yellow flag flew, but Kirkwood now
I just love Kentucky Speedway. IndyCar's kind of abandoned the Northeast.
Collette trying to get through both
And I
of them.
figure now that I have an arrow screen,
Green and blue car up to
because if I remember correctly, Pocono was actually designed for IndyCar. So it's kind of a slap in the face whether not at Pocono. I'm gonna look that up while we watch highlights. Ericsson up 11 spots. That's why I think he had
forcing
the
Newgarden
best
to
car.
go. Really just, that's that kind of controlled aggression. I mean, it's still very early in this race. He's got a great race car underneath him, but track position is
Which
so,
NASCAR
so
sat this
important.
weekend, which is
Rosen
probably why I
Grosjean
brought it up.
fighting over 10th place, and this, I believe, is a replay of the contact between Ericsson and Newgarden, and it was a big hit.
Boy, it certainly displaced the front wing of Joseph Newgarden on the right side. And watch this, it pushes that right front end fence up about 6 inches here when they have contact.
You can see it's a little bit understeer from Newgarden.
Yep, Indy or
Looking for
Pocono was
Ericsson
to
to
go
not have a
inside for
puncture there.
IndyCar.
We saw similar types of contact
Maybe we
in
could
Phoenix
do like an
result
outside to cut double header
in
there.
the tire failure, tire
Like
puncture.
NASCAR Sunday afternoon, IndyCar
106.
IndyCar Sunday afternoon, NASCAR Sunday afternoon.
Graham Rahal with the 1 Cure Cam. Cars should be coming to pit lane any second.
And Malukas gets his way past Louis Foster, and this is important.
And if we
because
were at another
Malukas
road course, I
got
wouldn't
Kirkwood.
consider adding
Kirkwood has
Watkins
to go
Glen.
around the outside.
Once again, I
And
think
VK
IndyCar is
has
the main of the
gone
Northeast.
past
All right, let's
Carlo
just
Collette.
skip
Joseph
icon
Newgarden,
topic.
though, is on pit lane, and so is Georgia Henneberry.
Yeah, this team has been on and on pit stops. They're second
So a
in
little
the
orange
standings
marker.
when it comes to
I wonder if
pit
that.
stop performance, but it's a delayed pit stop for him. They had to lift it back up to make sure that front tire was tight. He's down
mistake. You just talked about Joseph Newgarden's confidence in his team on pit lane as the 12
Yeah,
dives into
got a lot of
pit lane.
commentators'
Now, what does the
curses.
28 do? How does Ericsson reply? We see Malukas in, but that slow stop is definitely going to help the 28. But now Malukas coming to you, G.
David Malukas on pit lane as well. He wants a better stop than of his teammate Joseph Newgarden. 4 tires and fuel for him. He said he wants more crossweight in this car right now. You see that turn of front wing, he's down.
Yeah, they took an extra second there to really crank in the front wing. That means David Malukas is struggling with understeer, hoping for more front downforce.
Great stop
That
from Juncos.
Man, that was a beautiful stop for
He's going to
Juncos.
get out ahead of David Malukas. A brilliant stop from Juncos down to Kevin Lee.
Marcus Ericsson coming in. He's not had a win since he moved to Andretti. In fact, it's only been 1 podium, but he's on pace tonight to be very much in the mix. Firestone's fuel.
Oh, that's right. He won his 500 of Chip Ganassi.
Haha. 20 car of Alexander Rossi, and will just beat him on exit for pit lane.
Out on track, Renus VK keeps the
There's
position
Palou,
of
Honda,
David
Honda.
Malukas as they get their tires up to temperature. Alex Palou now on pit lane to take
Man, we
his
were getting
stop,
some
and
good roof
Kevin
flag
once
runs
again,
in
the
before the
champion,
weather
is coming
hit.
towards you.
And this could become an advantage because we hear there is rain in the area within 30 minutes. So we'll be past the half point by the next time we stop as Palou hits his marks from pit out. It might come down to who can go the longest. If the rain were to come and you're still in front, you can get the wings.
Slight delay once again for Alex Palou. Not a perfect stop. How come Renus VK?
Yeah, Chip Ganassi just wasn't on their pit stop game.
VK having a great look at Kirkwood.
Kyle Kirkwood and VK
What
are
was
coming through
halfway?
turn 1 right now.
I'm not
They
good at
should
math, so I had to
with
pull up my
Palou
calculator.
Right here, watch for the Sam's Club car of Kyle Kirkwood as Palou blends out. There
Lap
goes
130 was.
Rasmussen.
Haha.
Colette is the race leader.
Like I said, I'm not
Stayed
very
out on
good
track,
at,
getting some clean air, trying to pump in the quick laps before he takes his stop. Palou is out ahead of
Excuse
Kirkwood.
me.
Kirkwood's out ahead of
Math.
VK. That is the order behind. There is Palou in the Honda. Behind him in the Sam's Club car is Kyle Kirkwood and then Renus
May
VK.
take
What a great
If we reach
sprint
for second
Renus
half break, I
VK
may use
under
that to go
green
get a
flag
drink and a half
conditions
in the
ahead of
fridge.
Malukas now right on the tail of Kirkwood.
Probably need to reduce the soda intake, but you
Brilliant
know.
stuff.
But guys, Ericsson's the one that's still come out the best of the bunch.
I'll try that.
That slower stop from both the 10.
And somehow through it all, if I'm looking at the timing pages right, Rasmussen, who stopped earlier than any of them, is actually ahead of all of them on the track.
I think you're right. I think,
Rasmussen's done 2 stops.
and he's getting big cheerleading from his spotters. He sees exactly what you're seeing, Will, which is Rasmussen has beat out Palou, Kirkwood, and
His
VK.
Rasmussen accidentally gave us the funniest audio ever.
Ericsson still behind Newgarden.
You see Colette now, he's dived into pit lane. He's doing such a good job on fuel mileage, the young Brazilian. We see Ferrucci in, but you talk about those Penske pit stops, that little, we got a caution, guys. We got a
Caution's
caution
out.
in turn 4. Graham Rahal.
Big one.
Man. See, Great Ray Hall has a very
Just
important
talked about the marbles during these green flag stops. I don't
excuse
know
me,
if that's
sponsor.
exactly
On
what
here,
caused
we're
the
looking to cure human and animal cancer. So I feel like that would be a great charity for a furry convention.
Into the pits, where is he going to siphon out? Because he was up there.
Speaking
in the
of,
top 10. Will Power had stopped earlier. Let's not
Charity
forget.
and cancer.
Much earlier
Well,
to top
this
up on
September
fuel,
is our
and so
6th
we'll be able
annual
to continue out there for quite some time. Dixon, I think
Teju
will
Tree.
lead as the
What is September
are on the
1st?
site as early as ever, making sure that
Oh,
everything's
that's a
okay.
Tuesday.
So just, big moment early in the corner.
Yeah, you could
The
just
correction
hear,
just put him up
unfortunately.
into those marbles. And Dixon this time not able to get in
Home
before
home
Caution
state.
comes out. Very square hit. Those ones hurt, T-Bell. Not as much of a crash structure. The attenuators back there, that's going to absorb a lot, as does the safer barrier. Great view of it all from Lundgaard.
Lundgaard probably pooped himself here.
Wow.
I mean, I'll poop myself
And
seeing
the red
that.
flag. Yeah, we did. From starter Aaron Likens. Cars will now drive down pit lane, follow the
I wonder
pace
if
car down pit lane.
This guy's got a lot of
Aaron
experience
has the
leading
rep
big
button
races
on
when red
his
flags come out.
in his stand, or if they have a race control.
We're in the restart zone. Ericsson goes now, punches it.
Excuse me,
And
the
Ericsson
second
takes us
rain,
back
I
to
honestly
racing
thought
at
the second
St.
rain delay was
Louis.
going to be the last
Begin
one
lap
because
144 of 260, bunching up
It looked like it was raining harder on the second rain delay than the
Armstrong
first
making the
one.
move to try to get his lap back 3 wide behind midfield there. Everyone trying to feel out what their cars are going to be like on the first lap of this restart. So far, so good.
Renus VK alongside Pato. Pato Award running high.
And there's Dixon on the outside of VK using, well, he didn't get those fresh tires.
So Armstrong has managed to get back ahead of Marcus Ericsson. So this is the battle for the lead. Ericsson, Kyle Collette, and Newgarden. And Kyle Collette.
I like how I say usually it'll be a little longer, but we're only at 36
Might
minutes
have
of
a
time
better
to
run,
get
though, on Kyle
recording.
Collette down the back straightaway. Look for Newgarden to poke out high and maybe go too wide.
Newgarden does go high. Collette has it covered for now.
Either not quite enough grip or not quite enough trust in that high line for Newgarden.
Earlier the day, everyone did a World Cup photo shoot.
Two drivers nursing injuries. Newgarden with foot and Kyle Collette with ribs.
I don't know how you drive with rib
Meanwhile, the more that they
injuries.
race side by
Like,
side, the
that's
more they fight each
insane.
other. That's just allowing Marcus Ericsson to open up a little bit of breathing room.
Like, that's
Kyle
hockey
Kirkwood
player tough.
having a nice battle with Christian Rasmussen as the teammates McLaughlin and Malukas go side by side.
13th and 14th on the racetrack.
I mean, it's already hard enough to breathe for racing, but I can't imagine trying to race and all those G-forces on
Just
broken,
before we roll back
on
to green.
Bruce ribs.
Riding on board with
I don't know if
Suzuki
he would be
Ferrucci.
allowed to
He's
race
got
with
in the
broken
hard
ribs.
limiter in the
Ah,
corner exit. That's going to limit his acceleration as McLaughlin
Still
takes
there.
advantage.
still there. Still there.
Lights on the dashboard of the steering wheel. McLaughlin through the aero screen under the lights here.
And unsighted by us.
We need more
Newgarden
night
has
races.
got
I love
Kyle
a good night
Collette
race,
for second
especially
place.
when it's for side outside.
Here comes Renus VK. Oh, that is close. Not just to the 27 of Kirkwood, but to the wall on his right-hand side on the entry to the corner. They exit side by side, get the slipstream from Will Power ahead. One driver done already for VK. Does he have a look for two?
I almost was expecting Power to drop down and give his team
I like how the
draft
air
on that
screen to tell you
straight,
what
but
way
he
we're
gets
turning.
VK
It's
instead.
oval. I wonder
What's
where we're going to
happen
turn.
if Renus VK gets to Christian Rasmussen? These are two hot shots showing big-time moves right now. Looked like VK had to check up pretty good. Now Kirkwood's
comes
got a
backward.
big recovery coming.
Got a replay on board with Rasmussen. What's happened here? Oh,
Beautiful save here.
Massive save. Holy moly.
Oh, man.
That was almost into the barrier.
And guys, he didn't lose a place.
That's why
That's
he's got the
unbelievable.
nickname. The Sultan of Sketch does it
Here comes
again.
VK. Past Will Power. Oh, we have
So,
got a race, and there's just under 100
yeah.
laps left to run. This is glorious.
And if Rasmussen gets a couple clean laps right now, this reduced pace that the 28 and the 2 are having to run in this traffic, and you see him, I think maybe he's coming to pit lane now.
Newgarden goes with him, goes high. This is a fight for the lead. And Newgarden gets around him because Ericsson chooses now to pit.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. You don't want to stay too exposed. Those cars on fresh tires are going to be running quick laps. Try to do that undercut. So now the 28 in.
Yeah,
second last
decent
stop
race.
Of the night for this crew. This is going to be
Really
super
enjoyed it.
important.
Mom this week off,
And what
but
kind of lap time can Joseph Newgarden
after
make
running
right
America,
out
I
on
left
track?
the race, so I
And where
really
does
can't
Marcus
complain.
Ericsson come back? This is not likely to be the last stop. They would take a massive amount of caution. We think about 55, 57 laps, maybe 60 under fuel save is the most that you can do. So if it doesn't rain and we go to the distance, likely another stop needed for Ericsson. Georgia.
They called Joseph Newgarden to pit one lap ago, right when he was taking the lead. He decided to stay out, but now he's making his way to the attention.
It's
of his
probably-
crew. It's gonna be 4 tires and fuel with him. He's been
Well, I would
pretty
say
quiet on
that,
the
but
radio overall, happy
obviously
with
it was
the
still
race
tough to go out to this.
Ericsson is just leaving pit lane now. He makes his way out on track. You see that in the lower half of your screen.
Well ahead of Christian Rasmussen, who was the
I think
other
this is our
driver
only
who
night
was
race of the season,
the highest running
unfortunately.
driver that had already pit.
But where does Ericsson blend with Joseph Newgarden, who pitted on the very next lap? Ericsson across the line.
Newgarden's just coming off of the pit lane right now.
So he'll be trying to get up to speed as now Marcus Ericsson has warm tires, and there you see
That's the difference.
the car coming.
Newgarden is ahead on track.
I know, but if we do get over at
Ericsson
60
should
Speedway,
have
let's
the
make it
pace
that
and the
race.
tires up to temperature.
I
That's a,
think Joe New's in great shape.
that's a great pit cycle for the number 2.
Huge.
Lap
160
187.
miles an hour that last lap.
Caution,
Gosh,
caution.
that caution is out.
Save,
And it's
save,
the
save.
conditions.
Save.
Oh,
Tough for Scott Dixon because the pits are closed right now.
tough for Scott Dixon. Kevin, unless this is it.
Unless this is it, and how long will we go behind the pace car? Because he was going to come in as we see Rossi, and now he was coming in on the
Rossi
next
for
lap.
emergency
196,
service.
197, they were about to pit, but we had started feeling the sprinkles, so I'm sure that's what they were holding off on.
I think it's funny
For
to.
folks at home, emergency service means the pits are still closed, but you have to take that service in order to carry on going.
You can take 2
I still think
seconds
it's
if-
funny, but
Then you're gonna have to come in and get your actual service.
So
for
Dixon
fuel and tires.
Dixon does. He's on pit lane.
But we're not hearing any radio chatter from the 10 to say that he's coming as well. And if you look on the racetrack,
Let's have a look. Is he staying?
There he
Yeah,
is.
he's
I don't know why we kept Pillow out here.
So Dixon, more marginal than his teammate, has to stop while the pit lane is closed.
That red X is pit closed.
regardless of what happens here, all these leaders are going to come in at some point. All those cars in the lead lap will get to come in first. It's going to be a race off pit lane, and then it's going to be very busy. The next lap, T-Bell, is all the cars that have unlapped themselves will come in.
By almost every team on pit lane, standing by, ready and waiting.
The lap down cars will stay out to get their lap back, but
Red
Palou did
Pillow.
enough to save the fuel. He outsaved Scott Dixon, the best in the business, to get it done. And everyone comes to pit lane, including the number 2, Georgia.
Yeah, we just heard from his strategist, Jonathan Duca. These decisions are coming at the
We did
split
Vegas.
second. Joseph
Pallou's
Newgarden
out of
comes
fuel.
to the attention of his
The biggest commentator scripts I've ever
tires of
heard
Rim. Kevin.
in my life.
Palou is
Or
out.
not really.
He's running out of fuel. He's trying to coast to his box, but it's all the way at pit out. Is he going to make it? Regardless, he's going to lose track position, and this race off pit lane might determine the race. Marcus Ericsson did decide to stop. Everyone is within the window to be able to make it home. And Joseph Newgarden with the lead lap cars is the first one that is out. Renus VK also. Dixon. But he took emergency service, then Kirkwood. Palou just now
I
got
kill
to the box.
radio.
So Newgarden gets out ahead of Rossi, Rasmussen, Palou.
That was for
somehow
winning.
made it into the box, but
Seems to be
running down pit lane
stops.
slowly really caused a bottleneck for everybody else down there.
It's war for winning songs.
These things are not easy to restart when they run bone dry like this. You got to repressurize the fuel line. They're turning it over and hoping that it fires.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. Sometimes it just will refuse to fire back up,
We'll probably
especially when it's
watch.
been hot and run dry,
Which-
like you said. You
I
see
don't think I've
Palou's
watched
name
all.
just
But you know what? Let's watch our
falling
NASCAR
down
highlights.
the
We haven't done it all season.
There's now a lap down. It has all come unstuck for Ganassi. They took the gamble and rolled the dice.
They thought it was gonna rain.
Snake eyes. Newgarden's leaving it late, leaving it very late. Weaves. Rossi tows Rasmussen with him. And Rasmussen takes second from his teammate.
Rasmussen didn't get a great launch, so Rossi really had to lift off to let him go by. That gave Marcus Ericsson enough momentum to clear him, as well as they spread out 3 wide down the back straight.
Kirkwood got Collette.
It's weird how we don't spread out lap,
But here comes
like to
Renus
lap
VK.
cars
Look at
silver
that before
back.
Alexander Rossi.
Kyle Collette, he looked like he moved out of line a little bit early. I hope that wasn't too early for the stewards.
In IndyCar, I think they should.
Kyle Kirkwood trying to get around Mick Schumacher, who's a lap down.
But look at the pace of Christian Rasmussen up at the front. He's right with Joseph Newgarden. Tucked up with Newgarden round the outside. Rasmussen for the lead. Trying to take it away from Newgarden. Side by side and wheel to wheel.
Okay, apparently no one told.
Christian
Excuse
Rasmussen's
me.
First race in Milwaukee, but now you're dealing with Joseph Newgarden. They go side by side again.
Oh, and they almost touch. But Rasmussen has the lead.
Apparently no one at Penske told.
Newgarden gave him the
Aw,
inside. He didn't want
Newgarden, that was
Christian to
for the
have
lead.
inside.
I
He knows
don't-
He's so good up there, but it didn't matter.
I don't know how you don't communicate that.
For the lead once again. Now they go side by side and it's Newgarden.
You didn't find out until
Great
I was
move
after
from
the
Newgarden.
race.
Now Rasmussen's got to try to put it right back on him.
Tucked up under his rear wing, goes to the inside, takes it straight back.
But thinking
Newgard not willing to hold the
you could
outside.
you could flick your signal and skip seeing it go to P2, P1, P2, P1, P2,
Very
P1.
fast on short ovals, going at it, back and forth, lap after lap, close, aggressive, side-by-side action.
And why wouldn't you? There's still rain in the vicinity. This thing could get called at any time. Track position is key. You want the lead. You want to stay in P1 just in case this thing ends when you least expect it. Newgarden with a great run.
This is our will, but
Inside of Rasmussen and takes the lead again. This is fantastic.
Oh, Rasmussen.
it's wild he wasn't aware that that was for
Awfully dicey to the
position.
high side. Now Marcus Ericsson joins the party.
These four drivers still fighting it out for the podium, but each and any one of them could still win. And now here comes Ericsson.
One thing I don't get about any cars, why do podiums for
And the man who's led so much of the race today
ovals?
takes second position back.
Ovals is definitely first you last.
And James, you
A
called
territory.
Rasmussen's high issue as the caution is out for conditions.
Rain falls again. 34 to go.
And Iris can't believe it. And is it conditions or is it
Oh, no.
a failure? Kyle Collette, the rookie.
Oh, that's devastating. In the middle
It is
of the
Brazil color car because he's Brazilian.
What utterly galling luck for Caio Colette. The yellows were already out for the conditions, and the Chevrolet engine in the back of that number 4 goes boom. Let's go racing.
Very
26 to
Chevrolet.
go when they
Magic
cross
goes
the line.
boom. Very,
Newgarden takes
very
us back.
professional.
Rasmussen goes with Ericsson.
Aw.
Look how close they all are. VK has a look. Maluka's round the outside of Kirkwood.
I was hoping it's say that he did not know about his first position. See if I missed anything in chat.
Look at McLaughlin.
Oh, too high.
Ferruccio
I don't think I have. If I have, I
McLaughlin with
apologize.
the team.
3 wide. Armstrong on his teammate Rosenquist. And here comes Pato O'Ward once again around Rosenquist and tucked up behind Armstrong. Now here comes McLaughlin.
He's already into the top 6 now, making a move on Malukas.
We know how much understeer the 27 of Kyle
I could have
Kirkwood
it. Just
dealing
wanted to
with
share
right
this
now.
with
He's
the
the
chat,
next
but
in line for McLaughlin.
Back on familiar ground. Joseph Newgarden has proved the warrior that he is to bring
Got
home
stuck,
his
we-
6th win in St. Louis.
Let's go!
He has earned.
I didn't realize
I
when
guess
Pro
that's what
Iowa
okay, but this
shirt.
looks pretty good for a throne on top of your Chevrolet. How did you?
I guess if it's
fight
okay,
back when
really, in
Christian
case I would call it
Rasmussen got you?
gingerly.
Well, I don't know what was going on there, but I was going back by him. I don't know what he was doing, but it's this team right here, unbelievable. This Ostemo crew.
I don't know what he's
Team
doing.
Chevy.
Well,
We
Joseph,
had
he was
everything
kind
we
of
needed from Team
racing
Chevy,
for the
great
win.
job to the group. You know, it was just a methodical night. I felt like we had a good car to start. Needed to tweak. I wasn't perfect.
It's just funny how they didn't tell him that was the position.
It's a track position day. You got to give a lot of credit to Marcus. I thought he was incredibly strong. I don't really think there was much between us. So it was a matter of like who's going to get positioning on each other, and that's what's going to seal the deal. So he drove a great race and certainly could have won this as well. But you know, this team did the job tonight, so I think that's why we're here.
You were a road racer growing up, but you've won not only 6 times here, 11 of the last 24 oval races. What have you found in this skill set?
It's always the car. Look, it's, you know, I mean, if I'm winning races, it's because of the car. It's as simple as that.
Congratulations. Joseph Newgarden has won again in St. Louis.
All right, let's watch the NASCAR highlights, and then I'll make my World Cup bracket. Don't know why it's a thumbnail.
Oh, big crash! Multiple vehicles involved and some big names. What in the world? We love this racetrack. It's big, it's fast, it's wide open, it's unpredictable.
Turn 1 is one of the fastest in NASCAR. Every driver knows when you come here.
Chevrolet, where rip and
There we go.
MIS.
Got to rush his first with some family. More family being hi Connor. Usual. Never had got you but who cares? Man, it must have been a hot race because look at the way the sun, excuse me, was shining off the cars.
Restarts here are going to be wild for at least a couple of laps, a lot of 2 and 3 wide throughout the field. And it's really tough to make things work good when you're on the bottom. You get bottom down in the throttle, in the power band, can't really accelerate off the corners. You see Bubba Wallace losing a spot there, off into turn 1 to the 17, gains it back in the middle of the corner. But if you're stuck on the inside of somebody, Steve, off the corner, they're going to carry momentum down the straightaway, pass you right back. Here goes the 17, trying to get right back by Bubba. That's the tough part that Trevor talked about in the pre-race. Making that move the inside.
Excuse
me.
me.
You have to clear the 17 here so you can get back up in the outside line down the straightaway, or else he and maybe more cars go by. Oh, we got a spin. The 88.
Already, yeah, Connor
around. Contact.
That was
Man.
so fast.
Third straight week he's had a problem early in the race.
Pancakes!
To the outside and gets loose. So
just got
when you
loosey
peek
goosey.
to the outside, the right side of the car in front of you, so he's on the outside of the 47. That will make your car extremely loose, and you got to be ready for it.
Hocevar Reddick front row. They're coming through the Poet restart zone. Green again at Michigan.
Power restart zone 0.
Where
Mission out for all. Which is ironic and conflict about something with 0 missions.
Bradley Herbst jumps to the bottom 3 wide. The question is, it looks good now. Can he exit? Look at the top. Zane Smith in the 38 will take the 35 4 wide now.
Boy, a little bounce there coming through the corner for the 38 of Zane Smith.
3
Look
wide.
at this, 3 wide for the lead. Ty Gibbs says, I want it. He's going to get it down low. Underneath Reddick and Hocevar, but 77 wound up in the outside lane.
Hocevar up the racetrack. Can he finish the pass? Looks like he's going to clear.
Oh, we coming up on a second outbreak, which is wild.
He had the confidence to do that from having the laps in the truck race and running that line. That's a little bit of an advantage to anybody who ran the truck race yesterday. Send it off in there in the turn in that third lane. We've not ran above that second.
Excuse me.
On this repave since they put the new pavement down in 2012. But now we're seeing cars get up there.
Look at that patience right there with the prime onboard.
Look how warm the pavement is in 2012.
But just pushes him out. He just knew if he got left, he wouldn't be able to clear him. So he's now going to run a half a lane higher, try to get that momentum. He knows, Dale, that if he pulls out a line, like you've said multiple times, he has to clear that car in front. He's almost patient to settle in fourth.
Oh, we got another car spinning around. Oh, yep, going around down the back straightaway.
Illich again.
Oh, man. It's going to make contact with the inside wall here. He got up the racetrack into like the 4th groove, got in the dirt.
Gosh, man, oh my God.
Yeah. He's so frustrated right now. And this is just the way it is. I wish I could talk to him right now and calm him down, because you're just going to have bad days.
Hocevar, Reddick,
Hocevar.
Bottom right, ride with Brad Keselowski in the middle of the mess.
A little bit better restart for the inside line here now. Larson with a good push on the 45 of Reddick down into turn 1. Can Reddick clear? Reddick's going to clear. He's going to come up the racetrack, take the line away. He does.
Great restart by Reddick on the bottom right. You see Brad stuck in the middle. The Ty Dillon around the outside. That's what's so crazy. On board with Brad, it looked like he was doing everything right. And next thing he's losing spots.
Where do I watch, right? I mean, there's so much to pay attention to. A couple of dirt trackers in California hooked up on the restart. Larson a shove. Reddick now has the field in tow. Hocevar settles into second.
Oops, that's off.
It's going to be a race to the line right here. Where's the 45 going to
Well,
go?
I would say, what's still on Farmer's
He does.
spot?
He does a nice job. And look at
It's
the
a hit.
54 lose the nose.
Two.
Reddick's
There we go.
like, I know what you're thinking.
It got tight behind Chastain. Ross going to stay on the lead lap. Reddick going to win stage 1.
Tyler Reddick won stage uno.
Unbelievably.
Hocevar
I believe that
Chris, stage 1. He was inside the top 5.
Hocevar with a great done. He's like, man, I'm getting to
the front. 23 all clear off.
back straight away. Couple spots.
Sides up.
Fall in line.
Driving to the inside.
straight lap to but he's got a little more.
We'll get to that in a second. Problems for Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, rough day for RFK. The 17 had to come in, put a hood pin back in, and now we're on board with Brad. You hear the left rear tire goes down. Very fortunate to not hit the wall. And you see the speed difference.
That's the face of a man who is done with all that crap of Goodyear. I'm sorry, it's not Goodyear's fault.
And when you ask, when you stop in your box as a crew chief, I'm getting you out of the box. And right there, Dale, you hope the 60 lets you out, but the Priest has no. He has no reason.
Must have been trying to check over the supporting Reds game. What? How? What?
He has no reason to let you out, and to be honest, he has no idea that you're changing 2 or 4. When you say, why didn't Priest get out of the way? Well, if you were on the left side, I would say, well, maybe Priest should have thought.
That's I'm sorry, but
you drop it on the right side, how does
this is why IndyCar F1 have unsafe releases.
So then the driver of 54 had this come back to the team.
So. Dude, what the hell? What the Come on! On lane, there's no lane.
Chase Elliott wins the race off pit road. Takes the
yeah, I'm sorry, that was just insane and unnecessary. I know how I missed that. I must have been trying to get back and forth watching the Reds game. With my grandma, I watched NASCAR with my little cousins, but because we're dad's NASCAR fan. Maybe going to IndyCar racing for me. I'm in Ohio, which I will be vlogging, and I also will be covering Mid Ohio this podcast. But
gets the jump on the restart, out in front of his teammate Bubba Wallace, right there with him. Solid restart, Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, no.
And the worst in their cars right now is Herbst. AJ Allmendinger goes for a ride. That's caution number 5.
And kept it out of the ball, but he's got flat tires, both the right front and the right rear. Trent's crew chief, Trent Owens.
I understand the frustration, but I didn't see anybody really just drive across. We've seen some much closer calls around the front of a car in front of him. Obviously, AJ, a very experienced race car driver, there's something he does not feel that he's frustrated with the balance of this race car.
Reddick with a really good push on
turn right at the start. Multiple involved and some big names. Tyler Reddick among them. Denny Hamlin around.
I like the shuttle in the background.
Here you see it.
Yeah, I don't think a backup car is supposed to look like that. Guys, I don't know about you, but
Hocevar. Hocevar gets in the back.
Yeah, so it starts kind of that inside lane. The 54 backs up, hits the 42. The 42 then kind of gets a shot from the 77. Just a ricochet effect.
That's just risky, isn't it?
A little bit on the corners, but here's the 77.
I don't think it goes far.
Bumper, and then
So blame there.
Angle down. That's probably what got him knocked sideways. Yeah, I kind of just tried to I was like, oh shit. I thought somebody missed a shift.
All Hendrick.
I think someone did miss a shift because so it definitely got a better jump, but you can't pass until it's after start finish. So it's just that's how it's starting. If he did, darn if he did it there. Unfortunately.
Here comes Bubba for second. Wound up outside lane off of turn 2.
Oh, we got it. Man.
Brad Keselowski.
Oh, we got him.
Again.
Man.
Caution number 7.
Oh, here we go.
The 42. 42 gets in the left rear.
Yep.
That's a hard hit, too.
Larson Elliott, front row.
Very even launch by both lanes. A little contact right
Man,
there.
if we find out so hard hit before, wait till a little bit longer from now.
Back to the top again. It worked last time. He's going to try it again.
23, not afraid, outside lane. Chase Elliott sneaks through to the lead. Bubba to second. Look at Logano getting with it outside lane, racing around Herbst. And Hocevar right behind him. In the wake, taking the draft inside lane to 4th for driver 77.
Got to get up the racetrack, take that air away. Battle for the lead, top of the screen. Bubba Wallace down into turn 3. Chase doesn't shut it off all the way. They're going to be side by side off of turn 4. Chase tried to get to the bottom and take the line away from Bubba, but he couldn't do it. Bubba's almost clear. Chase trying to battle back to the quarter panel to get there.
Excuse me. Man, it's just a good weekend of racing. Minus Monaco. Kimmy won, but, you know, I don't know how you don't realize the track's falling apart.
Bubba doesn't get there. Chase is going to think that Chase...
When multiple drivers are saying it, and you don't stop for the race until two cars crash.
What a spin. Oh, man, what a save. He almost...
Incredible job hanging on to it for Hocevar.
The 5 was sideways. He almost wrecked. Car, Bubba Wallace. Just about. Oh, don't hit me. That was... Get away from this unscathed. What a series of events. And Bubba's like...
Bubba goes back to the inside.
Oh, excuse me.
Get down here.
Back trail again to Hamlin. Chase Elliott's led the most laps today. 45
Well, Chase Elliott
he wins
was your
stage
stage 2
2
winner.
in front of Eric Jones for Elliott. Second stage victory of the year.
10 bonus
Also
points.
got a stage win.
I believe.
Stage
I don't know. I don't know
Texas
how.
went on to win the race.
It looks about playoffs
Final
now.
stage coming your way at... Yeah, the pit exchange not good for Eric Jones.
Buried it down into 3 to try to... No, 3 wide.
Give it a shot. The spot here. Caution number 9. Tough break. Zane Smith, who's had a good day. Outside the top 10 here, came in with
Excuse me,
lots of
Zane
momentum.
Smith.
This is on the 23 car, Bubba Wallace. Bottoming down.
Just unfortunate.
53. First guy on. Four top.
Got up the racetrack a little side. Oh my God!
Yeah, this is probably the worst crash I've seen in years.
Elliott into Bell, hard hitting the wall. Tenth yellow of the day.
Window net drops on the 20. There's Christopher Bell. What a great sight.
I think he's unfortunately had hand injuries, but hopefully he didn't have any smoke inhalation because look at all that smoke.
Chase getting out as well.
The impact of that 20 car was insane. Yeah, they're racing side by side down into turn 3.
Unsurprisingly, they had to stop the race for this for a little bit.
Big moment, and
yeah, I think like an oil line snap because you saw the fire. I mean, obviously, you have onboard fire extinguishers, but if it's fires in the rear, I don't think there's anything you can do. If I understand correctly, fire extinguishers are in the front of the car for like oil fires.
For both drivers, riding with Bell.
Trying to figure out what that was. But Civic Mirror did its job.
And it moves 50% of the way to that outside wall.
I want to give NASCAR a ton of credit. All the safety.
I wonder if they have automatic fire extinguishers in the cars now.
Man, what an exchange.
That's how. And unlike F1 drivers, Chase Elliott took responsibility for it. He said he just got loose and the car, as you saw, the car snapped.
I don't know if you'll see a car hit a wall harder than that.
10th caution today ties the track record, and that caution is now turned to red as we repair the wall.
Chase Elliott out of the care center. Chase, a really hard
I wonder
hit.
if they
First, are
told-
you okay? And then walk me through what happened.
Yeah, I'm fine. Totally my fault. Feel really bad for Bell, and just yeah, taking him out. I was just trying to run in the bottom and kind of make use of our fresh tires and try and, you know, at least get to second. I was hoping, or hopefully even stay side by side with him. But yeah, got in there, got free, and thought I was gonna spin. Was kind of committing to spinning out, and as soon as I started to commit to spinning, it just hooked up and hooked to right. And unfortunately, sent Christopher in the wall super hard, and me shortly there behind. So yeah, just racing really hard. I felt like that was kind of a turning point in the race. We needed to make something happen, and stepped over the line again and paid for it.
47 laps to go. Byron, the control car.
Whoops.
And the Irish was going to get him, but Hocevar
Denny Hamlin just ran away with his race of it, and
exclamation point to finish it in the Irish Hills for driver 11.
So yeah. All right, it is time to make a World Cup bracket, which I'm going to get set up. I'm going to have to probably take it. We're going to have to take another ad break during it, which is fine. Knew today's stream was going to be a little bit longer. And we're going to use for a FIFA, official FIFA World Cup bracket predictor. Alright, Group A, I have Mexico winning, then Korea, then South Africa, and Czechia. Obviously will be fourth. I don't know. I initially said I had Canada winning, but I don't. Nope, this is bracket made in a Switzerland. I'm gonna stick with that one. Canada, Switzerland, and then in this one, Brazil, Haiti, Scotland. I think we're gonna win our group, which is the USA, Paraguay, Turkey, Australia. Group E, I have Germany and Ecuador, your top two. Group F, I have Netherlands winning, then Japan, then Sweden, then Tunisia. Excuse me. In Group G, I have Egypt, New Zealand, Belgium, Iran, Spain, Uruguay, Cape Verde, and Saudi Arabia. France, and Norway? Senegal and Norway. I don't. You know what? Let's switch. Yeah, let's keep that. I think Group I is going to be a tight group. I mean, let's be real here. Argentina's going to win for a group. I have Argentina, because I have Messi, Austria, Algeria, Jordan, Portugal, because, you know, sweet Ronaldo, Colombia, Uzbekistan, but England, Croatia, Panama, and Ghana. Alright. And then going on, preferred place teams advancing, I have. Okay, I gotta find them. South Africa. Scotland, Turkey, Sweden, Cape Verde, Norway, and Panama. Panama! Wait. Oh, Scotland. I was like... Wait, who... Oh, Julia. I was like, wait, who am I missing on... Excuse me, the, advance... All right, and now I need to do something real quick. So I'm going to take my time doing this because we have to take an ad break. All right. So what we're gonna do is fill in what we can before the ad break, and we finish out for us for the ad break. All right. So I have Germany advancing to round of 32, France, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Colombia, and Spain. The United States. Wait. Oh, no mind, I did do this right. Ha ha ha. Egypt. Brazil. So it's all on one side, so. Ecuador, Mexico, England, Argentina. Paraguay, Canada, and Portugal advancing. All right. I think I'm going to take a longer break. I think I'm going to go to the bathroom, play you guys some music, and we'll be right back. We have returned. All right, so now we are doing a round of 16 matches. Portugal is gonna win. Argentina is gonna win. I think England's gonna beat Mexico. I have show on that side. Brazil. What, buddy? I think we could beat Egypt. And then Spain beats Colombia. Do I have a Netherlands winning? Do. We have France beating Germany. And then we get to the quarterfinals. I have us bowing out of the quarterfinals. I'm right about that. England beating Brazil. Go for upset. Portugal beating Argentina. Hi, kitty. And France beating for Netherlands. And then we get to the semifinals. I have France going to a final versus Portugal. And I have France winning for World Cup. And England coming in third. So, yeah. Well, before we do wrap up, I do need to do a closer future predictions portion. Well, I try to predict for somewhat close future. I'm not gonna do Stanley Cup scores, I'm just gonna talk about it. Starting out with F1. Let's just, I'm going to be honest here. I know seeing one between Kimi Antonelli right now. Excuse me. Second. I think Charles Leclerc bounces back, which track crash was not his fault. The track was coming apart. But showed a red flag for race rape before that happened. Not saying that as a Leclerc fan, I'm saying that as a racing safety fan, because unfortunately Stroll got screwed over by it too. So I think Leclerc, I think it's going to be a Ferrari 2-3 in Hamilton. Wins that. NASCAR's at Pocono, and I think Chase Elliott bounces back and wins. I think we're in our first match 2-1. Yeah. But that will do it for the podcast today. So excuse me, like, you guys watching. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. I'll see you in a week. Bye, YouTube.